Good evening. Today from national income, macro chapter 1. Today our discussion part topic is expenditure method. In the last class I had discussed about income method. Now today expenditure method, the second method of measuring national income. Okay. Now in income method what we had learned, we find that all the incomes are added to calculate national income by income method. Here in expenditure method what happened? We add all the final expenditure of the country. Final expenditure of the country to measure the national income of the country. Okay. Now how it is done? Step 1. Step 1. In the first step what happened? In the first step, same as income method, all the enterprises or unit of the societies are identified where final expenditures are done. Okay. All the sectors of the economy is identified plus first where the final expenditure are done. What are the economic sectors? First one is household sector. We learned in circular flow of income. Household sector, they made final expenditure. Then producing sector, they also made final expenditure. Then government sector, and finally rest of the world sector. These are the four sectors which made final expenditures. Now by adding all the final expenditures of these four sectors, household, producer, government and rest of the world, we get what? We get GDP of the country. GDP, market price of the country, by adding all the expenditure of the four sectors. This is first step. First step is how we can identify the various sectors which conduct final expenditures. Now step 2, very important is step 2. In step 2 what happened? All the final expenditures are classified. In the earlier step we identified the sectors where final expenditures are made. Now all the final expenditures are classified. First one is private final consumption expenditure. Private final consumption expenditure, short form. Okay, means the expenditure made by household sector of the economy. All the final expenditures made by household sector is come under private final consumption expenditure. Okay, means this is for household sector. The expenditure made by household sector. This term you will be get directly in the question paper. Private final consumption expenditure. Second one is government final consumption expenditure. Government final consumption expenditure, GFCE. This one also you will get directly in the question paper. Government final consumption expenditure means the expenditure, all the final expenditures made by the government. Government also make various expenditure on purchase of goods and services, on giving salary, on giving other compensation to the people. This all comes under government final consumption expenditure. Means the expenditure made by government sector. Okay, so household sector, government sector over. Okay, third one is gross domestic capital formation. Gross domestic capital formation, GDCF. It is actually the final expenditure made by the producing sector. All the expenditure made by the producing sector, final expenditures, is come under gross domestic capital formation. It has having two parts. First one is gross domestic fixed capital formation. And second one is change in stock or inventories. These are the two parts of it. Gross domestic capital formation, gross domestic fixed capital formation or fixed investment capital formation and investment, same thing. And change in stock or change in inventories or increase in inventories, like that. Now gross domestic fixed capital formation means the capital formation, fixed capital formation made by household sector, made by government sector and producing sector. Okay, the fixed investment made by the three sector comes under gross domestic fixed capital formation. Fixed capital formation means, suppose household sector. In household sector, what is the fixed investment? Suppose a household people purchase a house, it is a fixed investment. Now government fixed investment means, suppose government construct a bridge, government construct a hospital, this is government's fixed investment. Producing fixed investment means, if a producer or a farm purchase a machine or purchase a plant, then it is a producing fixed investment. Okay, so gross domestic fixed investment means fixed investment by the household sector, government sector and producing sector. Together all these three is gross domestic fixed capital formation. And change in stock or inventories means the difference between closing stock and opening stock. It is the difference between closing and opening stock is change in stock. So closing stock, opening stock, we are coming later. What is the details of it? You just remember now what is change in stock, difference between closing and opening stock. Now this one is very important in calculation of expenditure method. Generally it is given directly. Sometimes it will be given partly. It may be given gross domestic fixed capital formation and change in stock. Now by adding these two, we will get gross domestic capital formation. Okay, so these two will be given separately, or in some cases change in stock also will not be given. It will be given closing stock and opening stock. Then by subtracting these two, we will get change in stock. So by adding these two, we will get gross domestic fixed capital formation. Okay, sometimes it may be given net domestic capital formation. Net domestic capital formation. Okay, net domestic capital formation is, we have gross, we require gross, but it is given net. Then how we can convert? Net plus depreciation is gross. So if it is given net domestic capital formation in the question paper, then we add depreciation with the net, then it will become gross domestic capital formation. Okay, we require this one, gross domestic capital formation. If net domestic capital formation given, we just add depreciation with it and it will become gross domestic capital formation. Okay, net plus depreciation is gross. Another name of depreciation is consumption of fixed capital. Consumption of fixed capital. Okay, you make some confusion in the earlier method. What is depreciation? What is consumption? These two are same thing. Depreciation, consumption, fixed capital is same thing. Okay, finally number 4, net export. Net export. Net export is nothing but the difference between export and import. Export minus import is net export. So it is also given directly. If not given directly, then export and import will be given. Value of export, value of import. If we subtract, we will get net export. Okay. Now sometimes to make confusion, what they do, they give net import, not net export, but we require net import. So what to do? we just give a minus sign to net export. Sorry, we just give a minus sign before it, then it will be net import. And or otherwise, if net import is asked, net import means what? Opposite of net export. Import minus export is net import. Opposite. We require net export. If it is given net import, then we just give a minus sign there. Then it will become net export. Opposite. Okay. So 4 terms are there. One is private final consumption expenditure, government final consumption expenditure, gross domestic capital formation, and net export. These are the 4 final consumption expenditure made by the household sector, government sector, producing sector, and this is rest of the world sector. Rest of the world sector. Expenditure of the 4 sector. This is household sector, private final consumption, government sector, government final consumption expenditure, producing sector, gross domestic capital formation, and rest of the world sector is net export. Now we get all the 4 expenditures, final expenditures made by the 4 sector. From this we will calculate national income. Step 3. In step 3, national income is calculated in the various steps, not directly like the income method. In income method, what we have done, directly calculate national income, but here not directly. We have to first find GDP market price. How? By adding all the 4 final expenditures. First one is private final consumption expenditure, private final consumption expenditure short form, government final consumption expenditure, gross domestic capital formation, GDCF, plus net export, and E. We get GDP market price. From this we calculate national income. National income main term is NNP factor cost. Okay, we have GDP market price. GDP market price we have. From this we convert it. Gross minus depreciation net, domestic plus NFIA national, market price to factor cost minus NIT factor cost. Okay, like that. In 2 steps we calculate national income, not like income method. Income method we directly come here, national income. But here we first find GDP market price by adding all the final expenditures of 4 sector, then after national income by expenditure method. Okay, this step is very important. Don't leave the question up to here. We have to find national income like that way. Okay, now if it is asked another term, suppose it is asked calculate GNP market price by expenditure method. Okay, not national income. GNP market price by expenditure method. What you have to do? We have to always find GDP market price first in expenditure method. Then after convert it to this one, finish. Okay, like that way, whatever is asked in expenditure method, our first job is to find this one. Then after, if it is national income, then national income, GNP market price, then GNP market price, just converting one by one. Like that way, we get national income by expenditure method. Now, precautions of this method means what is included, what are not included. Like income method, all the expenditures are not included. What are those expenditures? Expenditure on second-hand good, not included. Okay, why not included? If I spend money to purchase a second-hand car, then it means what? Only ownership change, nothing is produced, no new goods are produced. so it is not included in the national income. But expenditure on broker or sales representative is included because he helped me to purchase the second hand good, so his service will be included, so the value of his service will be included in national income. Okay. Expenditure on transfer payment is not included. Suppose government makes transfer payment to the farmer by giving subsidies or by other expenditures, that time it will not be included because it is transfer payment, one-way transaction, nothing is getting in return. So transfer payment expenditure is not included in national income. It is not included. Then expenditure on shares and bonds also not included, because when you purchase share or bond, it is mere transfer of ownership. Now no new things are produced. If I purchase share from another person, only the ownership is changed. No nothing goods, no new goods or services are produced. Like that, a lot of items are there which are not included in the expenditure method of national income. So this is today's class, expenditure method. You just first go through the class carefully, step by step. Take long time. Otherwise, it will make confused when you go through the numerical questions, income method and expenditure method. First follow the class carefully, then after come to the numerical questions. Numerical question I am giving later. Okay, that's all for today. Take care.